Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be doing Premier League predictions. Of course, we're back. I said it was probably going to be posted soon, but it's kind of late from the other version, so I am very sorry about that, guys. Championship, hopefully will come soon. Oh, it needs to come this week, doesn't it? Because it starts this week. I think League 1 starts this week as well. So I need to be quick with these predictions. So, our first prediction will be 20th place. Can you see my arm? It'll be 20th place. Last place, getting relegated with me, in last place, dead last, is Ipswich Town. Personally, they've had quite good pre-season. I've got the pre-season fixtures. For Ipswich Town. For Ipswich. There we go. So no against Cottingley in Spain. Don't know about that one. Lost against Osasuna, lost against Oxford, one against Wickham, one against Le Havre, and one against Rayo Vallecano. So they seem to be strong at home. What I'm seeing. They seem to be strong at home. Of course, coming up in that strong finish. Coming up in the Championship, second place to Coventry City. And so that is my last place, Ipswich Town. They'll probably finish on like 22 points because their home farm will bring them to help them. Next up in 19th, one of my local clubs, it's Hull City. I know, we've got someone near me in the Prem. What do we go and do? Probably get relegated. Yeah, I've got Hull in 18th. They're not at the worst of these, have they? Pre-season. One against Konyaspor, 3-0. One against Kayserispor. One drew against Kasimpasa SK in Istanbul. And lost against Frankfurt. Losing against Frankfurt is expected. But I just seen them somehow getting ahead of Ipswich. Many people probably think that's the other way. But people probably are thinking that is. But that is my 18th place. Hull City. I haven't done anything. Somehow got through the playoffs without controversy. And they just won it. The kit is just modern. It's not modern. I don't know what to say about the kit, really. Okay, next up. This is probably one of my hardest places. The top 5 is the hardest by mine, because I have got no clue who's going to win it this year. But this is probably my hardest one. 18th place. I think I've got teams like Palace in there, Forest in there, Coventry, maybe even Newcastle sitting in there. But the team I do have in getting relegated, in July, I was thinking Nottingham Forest. But I am thinking Crystal Palace. Their successor in Oliver Glasner is gone. The pre-season doesn't look the best for them, really. Not Coventry. Crystal Palace in 18th. Just can't believe I'm really saying that. Pre-season, let's have a little look at it then. Was 5-1 against Swindon, that includes doors. And this 3-0 loss against Crystal Palace to Bromley. 3-0 loss to Lons, 0-0 against Famalicão. So they're not scoring that much, but then they do score in the Kema Cup. 3-1 against Alula. 1 against Fulham and closed doors again. And I'm going to play Freiburg. Yep, 18th place. I think that is just started. Sorry, but that's what's going to happen. My predictions. So 18th place, let's look at something like the news. And of course, this is the news. They're going to get a better player, I think. McNeil, I think is better than Brennan Johnson. They want Kamara. don't even know who the manager is, because someone say in the comments, if you guys comment on this video, who the manager is for Crystal Palace. So yeah, just surviving relegation. I have Nottingham Forest. What I said, that first one's not very exciting, from what I've saw. Of course we can just go on this, can't we? Just had a lot of club friendlies. 2-0 against Notts County, 3-0 against Blackburn, 1-1, 4-1 loss, and then 2-1. They seem to score a lot. I have recognised that. Really. But they have even more. 2 more to go. They haven't played one in August yet. They're quite a bit of a little gap. But yeah, I'm looking forward to that one. Against Bayer Leverkusen. I'm not watching pre-season. Why would you watch pre-season? Yeah. So that is my prediction for that, for 17th place. In 16th place, coming up, is Coventry City. It's high for them. It is high for them, isn't it? But, so for opening day match. Not played much friendlies, but this one doesn't look the greatest. This is in the course the England match today. And then a 3-1-1. They do have one more to go, but it doesn't look that exciting, does it? Those ones. But I do believe they can get that job done against Hull that second week. So yeah, 16th place. Next one is a big one. Eddie Howe leaving at the helm. Newcastle United. I think they're gone. I really think they are. Who's the new Newcastle manager as well, guys? Please tell me who it is. Celtic wanting Pope, Ramsdale. I just don't see much happening. 3-0 win against Darlington, 1-1 against Gateshead, 4-1 loss against Bristol City. Just disgusting 2-1 win against Valencia. And I've got Everton, Bayer Leverkusen and Strasbourg to go. And then I've got a tough opening 2 matches, actually. I feel like I've got one of the hardest opening 2 matches. Newcastle at home, then Spurs away. I don't know about Spurs this year. And they seem like a bit powerhouses with their signings. But next up is a team that I feel like will comfortably get safety. That is Leeds United. Ellen Road just seemed to be brilliant. Ellen Road friendly. Can't wait for this match. 2 days. Three goals against Wrexham. Man U also lost against Wrexham. 1-0 winning against Sunderland. 4-2 winning against Liverpool. 2-0 win against RB Leipzig. They're getting the right side of it. I do like it. I feel like they'll probably win these first 2 matches of the season. But yeah. Fulham next, Arbeloa will be sitting in a nice 13th place. And many moving 3 places down, so I've not really had to do much here. Gossip. Look at the pre-season real quick. At least a pretty impressive draw. 2-0 loss against Norwich. Don't know if we can really make much of that. France 2-1 win and loss against Palace. I lost against Palace. Behind closed doors. Malaga. Mix up into the good. Still got a lot of pre-season matches to go. But yeah, great days, great days. Next is 12th place, Sunderland. They've got Europe, haven't they? And that were quite dying off their positions. 12th place, still impressive for Sunderland. Let's look at the pre-season. I'll let you guys actually look at an article in a minute. I find it. 5-1 York, 4-2 loss. Yeah, we can see the results. moving to the next club in 11th place. Another team losing Senesi, losing some main big players. Bournemouth, I still do having them surviving to go back a bit. 11, because Antonio Silva, Marlon centre back, beautiful. Like, I don't see them getting that low down. This is what? Oh, our present's that to see, eh? Look at some of the pre-season matches. Not really played much, have they? 4-1 win, 2-2 draw. I remember. I just have some news about that one. And then Genoa. Don't even know what happened to that one, because I think that one was cancelled as well. No, that wasn't cancelled. That was a 10-1 win, wasn't it? Yeah, I don't think they really put the score on, but that score was 10-1 against the Bournemouth, against Genoa. But yeah, 11th. Now moving into the top 10. Brentford, our opening top 10 team. People have them going down. I did have them going down, but I just don't see it anymore. I feel like they should be lower than this. One pre-season match to go off. That's the 4-2 win against Rennes. And then in June. Did May? No. So yeah. A loss and a loss. Okay, next up is Brighton Hove Albion. 9th place. It's just ceiling at 9th place. As well, I don't think they will really have to challenge, but they do have UEFA Conference League playoffs. Big news for them, because they're supposed to be playing Strasbourg here twice. So I don't know what's really going on there. Kotvoskovic gone to Brighton. I do actually feel that he could be a big signing for them. Me, but Brighton in 9th, I do think they have some quite reasonable transfers to go off to. Leaving up into the top 8 now, Conference League football, or Conference League qualifying, the Conference League football for Everton it is. I just feel like they could make something of it this year. Not the most impressive of pre-season, but that doesn't matter when you've got... That is not really going to work, I don't think. I think Neil should stay, but you never know with Johnson what he could do. I think that could be a good transfer. Yeah. They just need to improve some things. If they do that, they could get into Europa League. New CDM area. 7th place. It is the team that only just survived relegation last year. Tottenham Hotspur. Spurs. It is Spurs, yeah. Last in the alphabet. That seems weird. I see. A 1-1 draw against Genoa. Ooh. A 2-1 win against Chelsea with a red card, just impressive. Won against Sydney on pens. Auckland win this Sydney Cup finals. So yeah, I'm not really impressed with these, to be honest. But next up has to be the team that have spent money on a million players, but also the team was so stupid in doing 116 or something like that million for Morgan Rogers. And you, Danny Welbeck, Jordan Henderson, pointless when you got Joe Pedro up top scoring a hat-trick in 9 minutes. It You don't need new players. But this is embarrassing. This is embarrassing. They should be embarrassed. Good win against Anaheim. But just not the most exciting, but I do think they'll get sick. Champions League football. Aston Villa, welcome to Champions League football. They want Endrick, and if they do get Endrick, I feel like they could make some progress. I don't know with Villa. I don't. Super Cup final on Wednesday. Good. Some just easy games. This one, they nearly won it. Joe Gomez goals coming in. First they lost, but they lost 5-0 against Arsenal. Yeah, and now moving on to our next team. 4th place will be Liverpool, Arsenal, Man U, Man City remain. Choose one of these three. It is that one. Liverpool and Bob. I think the defence is just going to be too open. I think. Why are they playing Coma twice? Yeah, this is what I see happening. Just some high scoring losses and wins. And finally, we get down to the top 3 soon. But let's just... They want Bacola, and they could get Bacola. Not that impressive. 3rd place will be Arsenal. Arsenal back. I know Man United. Last night we were a little bit biased. Top 3 season, top 3 last season. This pre-season is not what I see last season's Arsenal like. Nothing in July. Here's all the matches they played. Okay. God. I just don't see them getting first again. How were they predicting them first? Now it is the 2 Darbytons. Man U, Manchester. Manchester United will be second place. Oh, they will not even be challenged for it, I don't think. Man City will just be above and ahead of them. I don't know why Man City are first for me. This one is just bothering to see. 5-0 against Rosenborg. Quite good pre-season matches, you know. Leeds, can't wait for that one. Can't wait for AC Milan there. Yeah, but that is the way I see it going, unfortunately. Yeah. Rashford coming back, I can't wait for that. But finally, our Premier League champions will be Manchester City. Let me say my reasoning. Anderson, no. That isn't really money. Mamouche, I can't wait to see him back in action. Haaland up top. I knew Mamouche was that man. Nunes. But Maresca. He's going to be it. Yep, he's going to be it. I do think he will be that man to get that win for Manchester City again. I don't think he'll be that strong. I feel like he might get sacked midway through the season and replaced by like a really good manager. I don't know who. And then Man City will just roll on from there, and Man United and Arsenal will just get down. So yes, thank you for watching this game though. This video will be edited hopefully by... The table is on this like side right here. Be right